Yo, what's up, Sports Edits? I almost wasn't gonna do a stream today, bro, because most people don't stream on Sundays. So I honestly didn't think anybody would pop in here, to be honest. Is all my stuff set? Oh no. You gonna be watching all the games today? Yeah, Dallas plays today at this afternoon we play the Cardinals, so hopefully as long as we play like we should be playing or like we have been playing, I mean it should be a pretty pretty easy game. Their defense ain't hitting on a whole lot this year. Now I was hoping Blind Messiah and Daniel were going to be up to be able to jump in here, man, because they've been using my method the past. Well, Blind Messiah has the past few days. He's probably made over 200K, I think is what he told me the other day. And there's a lot of stuff that's changed about the market within the past 24 hours. So I was kind of hoping they were going to jump in, but who you think's getting the W's in all the games today, bro? Because we got, let's see, who we got today? Today we got the Patriots and the Jets, the Falcons and the Lions, the Saints and the Packers. You think Jets win? Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Jets in that game too. Let's see. So this is week 3. So the week 3, it started Thursday where San Fran beat the Giants 30-12. So Jets, Falcons, Packers. All right. So we got Falcons and Lions, Chargers and Vikings today at 1. Who you got in that game? Chargers. I'll be honest. I haven't really kept up with a whole lot with either one of those two teams, so I might have to go with you on that. Then we got the Texans and the Jaguars today. The Broncos and the Dolphins. Broncos, they got a game ahead of them. They're playing the Dolphins today. That should be an easy win for the Dolphins. We got Titans and Browns. Bills and the Commanders. Jags win. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, so Titans and Browns. I think I might have to go with the Browns in that one. I think the Browns going to pull through. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think Brown's got that one on lock. Then we got Bills and the Commanders. Bills should Tannehill sells the Titans. Titans, man, I didn't watch that whole game, but I did watch the highlights, and I don't know. That game is kind of like the Browns. The best thing they got is like you said is the D line, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Bills and Commanders for sure. The Bills for sure. Colts and Ravens. That's another two teams I really ain't. I really haven't looked up and looked at their stats and all that stuff yet. Ravens, really? So, and then we already said Patriots and the Jets. And we got Panthers and Seahawks. What are the Panthers? What are the Panthers looking like this year? Are they any good? Colts don't have Anthony Richardson. Seahawks, okay. Oh, the Panthers are okay. Yeah, I really need to get in and look at all these teams. I try to, cause see, I've got the Sunday ticket for YouTube, so like I can watch my game and then I can do the multi-view thing that they have where you can put like I watch it on my projector, so I can watch like 5 games at one time because I don't like getting on here and like people start talking about a team or whatever, not knowing what what's going on. So we got Bears and Chiefs. Chiefs should win that one. But Patrick Mahomes this year ain't the Patrick Mahomes from last year, from what I've seen. I watched the game where they played, I think it was their first game. And he threw 2 interceptions in the first half. He was not accurate, but I mean, by the end of the game, it was just Mahomes to Kelsey as always. So I'm sure that'll be the case today. So then we got Cowboys and Cardinals. I mean, we should be able to, as long as Dak Prescott don't come out and decide he wants to be the quarterback he was last year, we should win that game today, no problem. And we got Steelers and Raiders. So I'm gonna tell you, Steelers ain't really hitting on a whole lot this year neither. Steelers, the best thing they got going for them is their defense. So, and then we got the last 2 games for this week. And they're not even today, they're tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Well, see, TJ Watt has been, though, he was last year, he is this year. TJ Watt, and then Joey Porter Jr., from what I hear, because both my mother and my stepfather are both Steelers fans, so I ain't even got to watch the highlights. I just talk to them. So when I was talking to them, they were both saying it was TJ. The defense was all about TJ Watt and Joey Porter Jr. last week. So, and then the last 2 games we got to end this week for week 3 is Eagles and Buccaneers tomorrow and Rams and Bengals tomorrow. You said who you have for MNF football? So I must be living under a rock. What is MNF football? Oh, Monday Night Football. Yeah, so tomorrow to end week 3, it's Eagles and Buccaneers and Rams and Bengals tomorrow night. So the Eagles and Buccaneers play at 7:15, and the Rams and Bengals play at 8:15. Eagles, yeah, definitely. And then I'm gonna say Rams and Bengals. It should be Bengals, right? Unless the Rams hitting on something this year I ain't heard about. Yeah, I might have to go back and watch their highlights. I didn't watch their last game. Um, but I mean, next week, man, we really don't have any like really good games that I'm looking forward to. I mean, Chiefs play the Jets next week or for week 4. Patriots play the Cowboys. I don't know, man. Week 4 is just kind of like a weird week. Like it's the games that they have. I'm trying to even figure out what the best. I mean, obviously, to me, the best game would be the Dallas game. That's just because I'm a Dallas fan. But what are the what's the Bills defense look like? I mean, I say that, but I could literally just like look at their stats. I think next week, man, I think the best game outside of my team, not including that because obviously I'm biased, but it's probably gonna be Chiefs and Jets. I think it's either gonna be Chiefs and Jets or Dolphins and Bills, depending on what the Bills got going over there on the defensive side of the ball. Man, this market is just weird on here. I really didn't look at it a whole lot last night. I mean, I've got cards and stuff I got to sell, but this Madden market, I know it's part of it's because of the ladders and stuff yesterday, but this market as far as coin making right now, that's insane. Coin making in Madden right now is a little crazy. So who's your team, Sports Edits? Or you just watch them all? Eagles. Division rivals. I hope you know, man, y'all aren't winning the division this year. Well, I can't even say y'all aren't winning the division this year. Um, if Dallas keeps playing like we are, it's going to be us in the division championship round. But I just hope Dak don't get through half of the season and is like, you know what? I want to go back to being the quarterback I was last year and end up blowing it for us. All right, so do you do any coin making, Sports Edits, or you just play competitive to get all your coins? So I want to at least talk about what I went live to talk about. Mac need to get in here on these coin method videos. He need to make him some coins. You don't do methods, so you just play competitive. Oh yeah, I mean I've got so what I've been telling Daniel and Blah Messiah to do, because they've been in pretty much every one of my lives for like the past couple of days. The method, a lot of people don't do coin methods because they don't want to compete with people, and it's a pain. Like as far as sitting here trying to get snipes, you got everybody sniping over each other, and it's just nobody has time for that. Like deals with that, right? So up until today, the method was to snipe your 83s and your 81s and resell those. And there wasn't much competition on it because you're on the lowest filter, or you're on a low tiered filter, right? You're not trying to snipe the 88s or the 87s or the 86s, 85s. You know, at one point you were getting your 83s for like 18, 19K, right? And they sell for all the way up to 35K depending on where the market sits, right? So, and I can show you my auctions to kind of show you. And the reason I say this is like I always call this my go-to method just because it's easy. You can get on when you have time, snipe you about 10 cards, make 10, 20, 30K, right? And it's easy. It takes 10 minutes of your time in the mornings, right? Most of the time, like when I'm watching Mac, the next one is up for 24. 83 for 20K. 83 for 20K is amazing. So you're 80. Now, before I say that, are you on Xbox, PlayStation? What are you on? Because that's going to kind of dictate stuff too, depending on what market you're on. You're on PlayStation? Okay, so y'all's market's going to be a little bit different, right? But it's overall the same concept, okay? And what I tell everybody is, what you want to do is look and see what they're selling for, right? So this is my newest auctions, newest things that sold, right? So you can look at my 83s. This 83 sold for 30. 83 sold for 30. 35, 30, 30. So what I tell everybody is you want to have a 5,000 coin buffer, right? Meaning if you buy it, if you see an 83, you buy it 20K, you want to at the bare minimum sell for 25K, because that means you pay your 10% fee. Actually, I think it's 12% fee this year. I think EA's kind of screwing us. But anyway, you pay your 10% fee, and then you're making 1 to 2 to 3,000 coins per card that you flip. Easy money, right? You get on, you buy up 10 of them, 20 of them, list them up for sale, let them sell, right? So all these cards that you see at 30K, I bought all of them at 20. Bought them at 20, sold them at 30. That means I got 27,000 coins. That means I made 7,000 coins per card on all the ones you see. And then there's certain cards like this one right here. He is actually under the Steelers. He's not Eagles this year. This card will always sell for 34 to 35,000. And I've picked him up for 18,000. So your 83s are the way to go. Now, everything's a little weird right now with the auction house, right? So every Sunday, your auction house kind of bottoms out, right? And bottoms out meaning it, you know, normally there's a lot of fluctuation, right? So if I go to quality, 82, 83s, go to newest. All right, that's what I was getting ready to get to. So if you go to 82s and 83s, right? So the teams that I look at, and it's my go-to teams, all right, is the first one is the Bills. So like even right there, 23K, I would still pick that up because you're paying 24,000, sell it for 30. By the time you take your fee out of it, you get 27, you make 4,000 coins. Right? So Bills is number one. Falcons is number 2 because they have the Jesse Bates, they have Grady Jarrett, and they have Kyle Pitts are the cards you want to look at, right? So Bills, Falcons, Patriots. Patriots is another one. The Ramondre Stevenson and the David Andrews. You'll see those are hovering around 20K, right? Pick them up for 20, same thing. Even if you got to unload them for 25, you're still making the goal with this method is a slow and steady method, right? To where you can pick up 10, 20 cards, make 10, 20, 30K, right? And you can consistently do it, and it only takes up 15 minutes of your time. I mean, yeah, it's a pain sniping, but with these teams that I'm listing off right now, typically you can find them pretty quick. All right, so we've got the Bills, we've got the Falcons, we've got the Patriots, we've got the Commanders is another one, the Terry McLaurins and the Kendall Fullers. And then the other definite go-to is the Saints. So you got Bills, Falcons, Patriots, Commanders, Saints. Now, there is a couple other teams too. But these are the ones I always check first. When I'm doing this method, looking for 83s, I always check these. Because your Cameron Jordans, a lot of times you'll find those around the 20 to 22,000 coin mark. There is a couple of other teams that you can look at, right? So there's 3 other teams that I normally count as like my second teams, right? Those are my backups that I look at. If I don't find any snipes in those, I'll look at Chargers with your Keenan Allens and your the center that they have. I forget his name. Corey Linsley, sorry. So this would be kind of like my backup go-to. All right, haven't found any snipes in the other ones. We'll check the Chargers, right? So you check the Chargers. You don't see anything there. Go to your Eagles. All right, Eagles right here. Fletcher Cox, 23,000. I would pick him up. Pick him up for 23. List him for 30, right? Another one is the Josh Sweat and the Jordan. I don't even know how you pronounce his name. But those 2 cards as well, you'll see right around 20K. Pick them up, sell them for 30. And if they don't sell at 30 and you got to post them a couple of times, it's no big deal, right? Because as long as you keep that 5,000 coin buffer in mind, meaning, all right, I paid 20 for them, I have to sell them for at least 25 to know that I make profit. Because right now, Madden 24, with where we're at, profit is profit. Doesn't matter if it's 100 coins, 1,000 coins, 100,000 coins, right? Profit's profit. And this method that I'm telling you right now, right. So, all right, if you just got Jesse Bates for 18K, right. So that's what I'm saying. He sells for 26, list him for 30 for an hour, right? Because so on Sunday, so the market, what I was telling the guys yesterday, right, is you go through the week, the market goes up, goes down because of promos, okay? Once you get to Friday, the market kind of starts to bottom out and kind of settle a little bit, right? It goes up, hangs up a little bit for Legends, and then on Sunday is known as training day, right? If you watch any other YouTube streamer as far as coin making, another good one is like J Money Good. J Money Good's an awesome streamer. Sunday is training day because that's cheap training day, right? And that's the good thing about these cards. So like that Jesse Bates you just picked up for 18K, that is cheap. Honestly, that's borderline probably right at the cheapest training in the game because the only thing cheaper is 81s, and that's only because you pay less coin for them, right? So you buy him for 18, and as long as you sell him for at least the 25 or 26, you're making profit. But me, I would list it at 30, let it sell, because as the day goes on, once we get around midday, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, that's when all these cards are going to start being bought for around the 30 to 33,000 coin mark, okay? So list him up for 30. If he don't sell for 30, drop him down to 28. He'll sell at 28. And there you go. You just made that much profit off of flipping one card. So, and that's what I'm saying. You know, Mac, I wish he would get in because he could literally go in before he jumps on stream or right when he starts streaming, go in, snipe him up about 10 cards, 15 cards, 20 cards, post them for sale, and then do his stream, right? And just let him sell the whole time. That's the thing about this method. Now, the other overall, right? You can do 82s, 83s, or you can do 81s. All right, 81s you can look at too. So 81s are a little bit different, right? So 81s typically when they're selling for what they should sell for, they're selling for around 15K. All right, and at least that's on this auction house. That's on mine, and I'm on Xbox, so mine's a little bit different. But typically, your 81s sell for around 15K. So right now, on Xbox, it looks like they're down. So I wouldn't recommend doing 81s, but 81s are another filter that you can look at if you're not really finding anything on 83s, right? You jump over to 81s, and if you find 81s around 8,000, you can still buy them at 8, right? Sell them at 11 or 12, okay? And you're still making 2,000 points, 2,000 coins per card, right? And that's cheap money. And then again, what you can do is if they don't sell, right, you're not hurting for coins and you're tired of flipping cards, you can take all that and roll it into training and do your Gridiron Guardians training roll for 300 some training. I did it this morning and I pulled a Oso Odigizua. Sold them off for 400,000 coins, right? Because I already have the one I need in my lineup. So there's so many different things that you can do just off of doing this method, because if you can't sell cards, something else you can do, as long as you keep whatever gold you have in your binder, your 82s and 83, or your 83s you're picking up and your 81s you're picking up, if they're not really selling, right, and you can afford to throw some cards in a set, team builders still sell for 80 to, anywhere from 60 to 100K. You just got to look and see which one is selling at 100K, because they're going to keep selling, right, until we get up into the lower 90 overalls, because people still have spots they have to fill in on their team. So you can always throw them into a team builder set and sell them off for 100K. Yeah, Steelers gold versus... So, and that's the other thing too. So right now, and I'm sure it's the same thing on PlayStation, the markets are also a little crazy right now because of the ladders yesterday, right? You had your Michael Vicks go up to over 500K, almost 600K. Your Bo Jacksons, everything went up yesterday. So, and then, yesterday the Steelers golds went up that much because they had 2 players that dropped for Legends for Steelers Theme Team, right? So all the Steelers Theme Team guys were eating yesterday. So that's the 83 method that I preach to these guys literally every time somebody from the community jumps in here. That's what I go over with them, and I explain to them, I update them on the price points, because another program to keep your eye on when you're doing the 83s sports edits is the Ultimate Kickoff. So these are up right now, but a lot of times you can come in here to the Ultimate Kickoff filter on 83s and find cards selling at like 18K because nobody thinks to look at this filter. And then you hold them until that afternoon or right around the time people start getting home from work and getting home from school, list them at 35,000 or 33,000 and they'll sell. You're making 10,000 coin profit. So right now your price points for your 83s are 18 to 22, no more than 24, right? Because of what the market's doing right now and where it's at, until we see a drastic change, which it probably won't happen today. Like I said, today is cheap training day, right? That's Sundays. Right now, you don't want to buy 83s for no more than 24,000, and that's just because most of the time they will sell at 29. Doesn't matter what card it is. I've always been able, if I can't sell at 35, I've always been able to sell at 29. So at least if you pay 24, by the time you pay your taxes, you're still making 2,000 coins per card, right? You're not taking a big L. You're still making coins. It's just not a whole lot, right? So no more than 24. But of course, you know, the cheaper the better. And like I said, there's some cards that you know, you definitely want to pick up if you see them close to being around that price. Like this guy right here. Oh, my bad. There we go. Him right there, like you see, 30,000. I'm surprised he hasn't sold yet. I could probably pick him up and sell him for 35, but 49. I mean, there's certain cards that will sell, but that's where you want to live at. Okay, you want to live at that 5,000 coin buffer. All right, if I buy at 24, I want to sell at 29. And if as long as you do that with every card, and you remember that with every card you'll make 2,000-3,000 coins on every one of them. So if you do 20 of those a day at 2,000 coins, you're making 40,000 coins a day for what? Sniping for 30 minutes. So, and also, I don't know what time you're normally on, right? The best times to do this, and this is what I told Blind Messiah and them, because they always jump in my streams at 9. The best times to do this is from the 6 to 10 o'clock in the morning time frame, especially during the week, because you find cards cheap, man, cheap. Like, I don't know if it'll pull up the stuff I got this week. Let's see, newest. All right, so this is all the stuff so far this morning, right? So 22, 22, 22, 21, 20,000, 83 at 19, 83 at 17. So you notice none of them except for him are more than 24, because I know I'll be able to sell him at 35, right? He's one of those cards that will sell at 35. So 26, 23, 81 for 7,000, right? Buy him at 7,400, turn around, flip them, sell them for 11, that's still profit. And your 81s, if you can't sell them, just use them as training. Jamal Adams, 18,500 coins. Like, this method is how I've gotten up to the over 8 million coins I have now. This and the flipping the 81s. And then, of course, you know, doing some pulls here and there. Like, I pulled the Odigizua from the Gridiron Guardians training pack. I spent like, I think 4,000 training. I sold off some of my 83s and did 4,000 training, and ended up pulling him with, also I pulled Olave too. So I didn't start like really getting into the coin making aspect right when Madden first came out. At that point, I was kind of just grinding solos and stuff like that, and playing when I could. Coin making, I've really been focusing on for I don't know. It's been probably a couple months now, and that's, you know, getting on every day after work, flipping cards. You know, and because on average, I mean, that method I just told you, I mean, I'm flipping probably close to 100 cards a day between what I can do in the morning and at night, like before I go to work and when I come home. So, I mean, 100 cards a day, you know, and granted, you still got to think, I'm still buying cards, building sets and stuff like that, because that's another thing is once we get, like during the week, I'll make videos for how to prep for promos, how to make money off of promos, right? So you're making money off of the promos too. So, but I mean, I've been slowly working up towards it, minus, you know, paying coins for my cards or whatever I need. You know, I've been slowly building up to it since Madden 24 came out. So it definitely didn't happen overnight. Also, I don't know if you were in Matt's stream the other day when I was talking to him about this card. This card is ridiculous. The Osa Odigizua. Look at the strength. I put it in the Madden polls section because I didn't know where else to put it in Discord. Yeah, and that's because of one having. Yeah, so that's because I had to put Preston Smith in here, right? So that's having the Boom Bros, which I don't have 4 because I need tier 4 because I need one more player for Boom Bros, but I can't get it until the next release. But that's also for having that Boom Bro strategy item, right? Gives you 5 strength, 5 truck, and 5 power. So that makes him a 90 overall with 96 speed. I'm not even at, dude, I'm only at 30 out of 35. I was at 31 out of 35, but I don't know what I did with my other one. But I mean, I've got a lot of fillers in here, bro. Like Leighton Vander Esch is 79. Randy Gregory, who's Broncos, has Cowboys Kim, 82. But I mean, we definitely got blessed with the Deron Bland, Oso Odigizua, Primetime, Stephon Gilmore. So, and then Mozzie Smith, dude, they kind of hold Mozzie Smith, bro. Like, that card should be better than what it is. Like, he's literally the strongest player on the Cowboys team, and his strength is only 87. So, his speed ain't that great, but I mean, he's made some plays for me, though. He's more of a interior D-line player. Like, he's not meant to be fast. He's meant to clog up the line. You know what I mean? So, I wish they would have made him a little bit better, though, but I'm glad a rookie got 85. That, and I hope we get a better CD Lamb card soon. One thing I do like that they did this year, though, is being able to have the multiple team captains and upgrade multiple. I just hope they give us more tokens soon, though. I guess maybe wasn't it Team Diamonds last year? I think that they released more tokens with. I'm not using Rondé Barber. I'm using Frank Gore. 88 speed maxed out. But yeah, that's with using all your tokens on one, though, right? Because, see, I've got my tokens split up between Frank Gore and Eric Berry. So that way I can have 2 captains that are giving me the Cowboys Kim. So that's 2 more Cowboys players. And then, of course, once I get closer to being maxed. Okay, so yeah, that's with all the... Okay. Damn, though. 88 speed? For real? And you said Rondé Barber? What is his base attributes? So with putting all the tokens on them, that gives him a plus 10 speed. He's only 5'10", though. I don't know. I might have to... I mean, I guess I could grab Jaron Curse and put him in as a filler. See, the only problem with that, though, is that means Jaron Curse would be my starting safety because I've got Chancellor in as my Sub linebacker. Oh, he's 89 full team. Okay, gotcha. So he's 87 fully upgraded with the tokens. Oh, that's where my other one went. I took out who did I take out? I took out Dante Fowler Jr. to put Karlaftis in there to give me the third Boom Bros Kim. Cause see, that's I don't know what. Hold on, I need to see what this one gives me because each of them have that fucking. All right, so. Huh. Juke move, run block finesse. So that's not even worth it. Like trying to get the 4 players for that. So I guess these boosts are like only worth it if you actually get the strat item, right? Man, I love football Sundays, bro. It's just like I don't know, it's like a whole different feeling than the rest of the week. Like me and my girl are gonna go meet her dad for lunch, and then we're gonna come back here and watch the Cowboys game. It's just like Sundays is just different vibe. You know what I mean? So I did see multiple people post that Troy Polamalu is better than Simmons. Because I guess Troy Polamalu gets Acrobat for cheap. And see, I guess that's another thing too. Why I stay up in the coin count is because, like right there, look, Devontae Smith. Give me that. Damn it. Somebody beat me to it. Made me forget what I was saying. Shit. 23,000 coins ain't bad. I'll buy it. That's another reason too is that I stay up on coins is because like I don't like right now I'm using the 85 grunt in my tight end spot. Obviously I've got enough coins to buy the full grunt, but I would much rather build them and sell them off and keep the profit than buy them. Like if I pull them in a pack or something like that, great, I'll use them, but I don't like forking out unless it's a Cowboys player. I don't like forking out like hundreds of thousands of coins for a card. See, look, there's the Keenan Allen dropping down to right around where he normally drops down to. It's 23. Another one for 23. Another one for 23. Yep, like I said, just keep that 5,000 coin buffer in mind. And honestly, for 26, he should sell pretty quick. Wait, no way. So wait, do we actually have the same market? No, because that's who just bought them right there. The one that I was gonna snipe listed them for 30. Crazy. So the markets are separate. Never mind. I forget who it was. Oh, Daniel yesterday said that all the systems besides old gen and next gen had the same market. I was like, Daniel, I don't think you're right about that, bud. I think I heard that all of them are separate. That's what I'm saying, bro. This method, especially if like you're one of the guys that like you'll be watching football, right? And you'll just have Madden playing and just like not really playing the game, but just like chilling, like scrolling through the menus and stuff like that. Like it's nothing to sit here and snipe cards while you're just chilling watching TV or whatever, and you're consistently making coins doing it. You know what I mean? But this method right here is the one that Blamasai and Daniel were. They went into Max chat and were like, "Oh yeah, you know JB's the method man. Like I just made this amount of coins off of doing his method or whatever." Like, I'm trying to set my camera so I can actually lean back without. There we go. That's sad. You put in 82, 83 and put in Rams and nothing comes up. We'll go ahead and buy up these 23 or these 83s at 23,000. Ooh, come on, give me that, give me that. There we go. Got one for 19. Another one for 19. No shot, I get both. Wow, okay. So apparently Seahawks hit too for the 83s. I haven't really looked at the Seahawks a whole lot. I just got two 83 snipes at 19K under the Seahawks sports edit. So you might have to look under them too. Wow, Nick Bolton started to come down on the Chiefs as well. Normally he hangs out around 35K. He's at 25. Am I seeing this right? A Jalen Waddle for 22,000 coins. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people don't like doing this because it can be time consuming. I mean, half the time I don't even play the game, man. I'll just be getting on here sniping, just chilling, watching TV or something, and just scrolling through the menus, sniping. Um, so it can be time consuming if you try to like do a lot of cards at one time, right? But if you're only doing like 10 to 20 to make you a little bit of quick coin, do that a couple times a day. It's easy money, bro. Easy money. And normally I can look under the 81 filter, man, look down at Titans, and Amani Hooker's going for like 8K, but not this time. It's 80s. Yeah, 82, 83 is definitely the filter. See, it used to be last week, even the 87 AKAs were still profitable, but now, I mean, they're not so much now. Yeah, because like now, see, you're slowly starting to see the prices increase now. So like, this is the first Tony Pollard I've seen posted at 29. Seeing a lot of 29s under 83. So, but that's a good thing though. So once you start seeing that, that just means the ones that the snipes you are able to get, and you post at 29, 30,000 coins, they should sell fairly quick. I mean, they won't sell immediately, but What are you sitting at as far as coin stack? $300K. All right. Nah, you ain't broke. Shit, broke is being at like 20K. If you got 300K, you could be at 400K, 500K by the end of the day. And that's the thing, man. When I started like really focus, because I've always done coin making, right? I just never really did videos or anything like that on coin making. Right? I'm a new streamer. I just started streaming at the end of Madden 23. But I never really focused on coin making videos that much, right? Until this Madden, because the market's just so much weirder on this Madden. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You get them for 20, as long as you sell them for 5K or more. If you're doing 83s, you will make profit. So if he sells, if you see him going for 30, post them at 30. Don't post lower. So, and that's the thing, man. If you look up, if you get like a Geno or something like that for 20K, right? And you look and you see that somebody just bought him, an hour ago or 30 minutes ago for 30,000 coins, post them back up at 30,000, right? Because if not, what's going to happen? Somebody's going to come in and post another one for 20K and then another one for 20K, right? And it drives the market down. So what you're doing by sniping these cards like this is, one, you're making coins off of it, right? But two, you're also helping stabilize the market, if that makes any sense, right? So because if you think about it, the more people buy at whatever price and post at 30, right? That's what the market would stay at. Then at that point, you would start sniping for 30 and posting for 35, because that's originally what 83s were at. Back when the first video I made, the price point was snipe at 30 and sell at 35. So, and now it's went down. So, like I said, as long as you keep that 5,000 coins in mind, you're straight. Like 20,000 for this card. And that's the thing. Like, even if I look and, see that, all right, people haven't bought this car for an hour or whatever, 83, until overalls come in or go up, 83s will always sell because they're cheap training. So it's, 430K training, right? I think is the training value on it. You're fine. It's just one person in here. It's just sports edits from Max Discord. Putting them on these coin making methods. He's over here making coins. Has all the cards sold that that you bought so far? Sports edits. Orange, what's going on, bro?
Can I get on Fortnite, or is it gonna mess up the Wi-Fi?
You should be fine.
Okay.
So Orange, we talking football? We talking coin making methods, man? What's your coin stack at? Yeah, coin making methods, man. So, Sports Edit's got you in here. So the method I got Sports Edit's doing right now, right, is, and he's already started making coins on it, is you're going to go to your 8283 filter. So quality 8283. You go to newest, and you're looking for 83s from 18. Obviously, the cheaper the better, but no more than 24,000. And they will sell at 29 to 30,000, even up to 35,000. Right? So it's the flipping card method. Okay, and you can literally take time out of your morning, whatever, take 30 minutes. Right? Buy you up about 10 to 20 cards, and you're making, with this method, you're making anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 coins per card. You do 20, 2,000 coins, that's 40K for 20 minutes. So I've been doing this method since Madden came out. I've got Blonde Messiah and Daniel doing this method now from Matt's Discord, and I think Blonde Messiah told me yesterday he's been doing it for 2 days and he's made over like 200 or 300K so far just from chilling and flipping cards. So like, and I'll show you just so you know, I'm not like, all right, do this and I'm not doing it. Like you can literally see right here that like all these cards I bought from anywhere from 18,000 to 23,000 coins. Josh Sweat, 30,000. Corey Linsley, 30,000, 35,000, 30,000. So they will sell. Yeah, team builder method still works. Yep, you can hop in a game while you're doing it, and that's actually something I just told Sports Edits earlier, right? If you've got cards that are not selling, you know, as long as you have golds in your binder with doing this method with the 83s and the 81s, if they're not selling, throw them in a team builder. Sell off a team builder for 80, 100K. You just got to figure out which one's selling for the most, right? But they will sell at this mark. And right now on Sundays, like I said, Sunday is cheap training day, so the market's a little weird on Sundays. But it's also a day to pick cards up for cheap, because once promos start coming out, like tomorrow's aka Mondays, training goes up. Prices of cards go up because people rip packs. They rip the training packs, the mystery pack to try to get the aka cards, right? So it makes the price go up. So right now, like I said, is the 83s for under 24,000, right? There is, I'll tell you the same teams that I told Sports Edits, right? So there's a few teams you want to look at over the other teams, okay? There's a few ones you want to hit those first, right? So your first one is the Bills, all right? Typically, you can find pretty good snipes under the Bills. And I'm trying to go to them as I tell you, like right there, 21,000 for Reggie Gilliam. I'd pick him up, list him for 29, he'll sell, right? So you list him for 29, they take their coins out of it, you're making 6,000 coin profit off that card. All right. So first one's the Bills. The second one is the Falcons. Falcons, same thing. The cards you're going to be looking at there is your Kyle Pitts, Grady Jarrett, Jesse Bates. Your next one is going to be your Patriots. So Patriots, you're going to have your David Andrews and Ramondre Stevenson. All right, those normally are down around that 20,000 coin mark. All right, you buy those again. Any of these lower tiered like 81s, 83s you buy, you want to keep in mind to have a 5,000 coin buffer. Meaning, if you buy at 25 or 20, sell for no less than 25. If you buy at 25, sell for no less than 30, so on and so forth. Obviously, the lower you buy, the more profit you make, because even if you buy at 18, you can still sell at 25 or 29, make that profit, right? But always just remember that 5,000 coins. Keep that in the back of your head. If you do that, you will always make 1,000 to 2,000 to possibly 3,000 coins per card you flip. And like I said, this, like you said, you could jump in a game while you do this. Jump online, buy you up about 10, 15 cards, jump in a head-to-head. Let them sell, right? So, Bills, Falcons, Patriots, and then the other two that I always check, no matter what, is Commanders and Saints. because you'll have like your Terry McLaurins and your Kendall Fullers. That'll be pretty cheap. And then you'll have your Cameron Jordans under the Saints. That will be pretty cheap. And then your, it's one other card. I can't remember his name. But there's none of them posted on my auction house on Xbox. So. But yeah, man, that's the method. And you can do the same method with 81s. So 81s, you do the same method. Your price point for your 81s are 8,000 coins. Buy at 8,000. Yep. All right, Grady Jarrett right there, 22K. You're going to post him for at least 27. But me, I would post him at 29. If he doesn't sell at 29, post him at 27. So list him at 29 for an hour. If he doesn't sell, list him at 27. He'll sell. At that point, you make right at 2,000 coins on that card. Just for taking a minute and buying a card, right? Because as the day goes on, right, the prices of your cards will go up. So me, a lot of times, right, if I pick up a card that you see will sell for 35,000, right? There's certain cards that will sell for 35,000. The main one is this card right here. See if there's any in the auction house for me. This one right here, right? I don't know why there's some posted in here. That must say maybe somebody selling coins. I don't know. That card right there, if I buy him at like 20, even 25K, that's a card that I will list for 8 hours at 35,000. He will always sell for 35,000. Him, and you've got a couple of Seahawks players that are the same way. So your DK Metcalfs typically will sell at 35. 20K for Alvin Kamara. And that's Saints, right? Or am I wrong? It's one of the Saints cards? Like I said, as long as it's an 83, if you pay 20K, you're right where you need to be, bro. You need to, you need to live at that mark. So at 20K, he's at 83, post him at 29. If he sells for 29, you get 27. You just made 7,000 coins off of one card. And like I said, with these, like that card, you paid 20 for, right? You can list them at 29. If he don't sell for 29, you can post them for 27. If he don't sell there, you post them for 25, as long as you don't go below that 20 or that 5,000 coin buffer, right? But those cards will sell at 29. It probably won't be till this afternoon, because you also sometimes will have people that will go in and just buy the higher cards, right, to bring the market back up. So, and then those are the teams, like definitely for sure check was the ones I told you. The other teams that are like my secondary are the Chargers, the Eagles, and the Seahawks. So, and those, I check those every time I'm online, because you'll have like your Keenan Allens, you'll see them around 20K. Buy them for 20K, sell them at 30. Keenan Allen will sell for 35. Like there's one right here sold for 30 or listed for 33. So if you see him for 20, pick him up, list him for 30, go on about your day. So, and like I said, the same thing applies for 81s, right? So if you go look at your 81 market, oh, actually, before I move to 81s, so another place to look and just keep in mind, right, another filter you can look at is if you go to program and look at ultimate kickoff. A lot of people don't look at these anymore. Under your 82, 83 filter, if it'll load, right? And look, right there, first one that comes up, Isaiah McKenzie under the Colts for 21,000. All right, sorry about that. My girl is in there trying to do some stuff and it's slowing down my stream, so hopefully it fixes itself. So, but yeah, bro, that's what we're looking at today. All right, I'm glad you actually able to. That's what I'm saying, bro. If you like that 5,000 coin buffer, he'll sell for 15K. Now just remember, these cards, they don't sell right out. Like if you sell post it for the first time, right, and it doesn't sell. If you post it for an hour, repost it again. I always post twice for the same price before I drop the price, right? So if I were to pick up this Isaiah McKenzie right here for 21,000 coins, I would try to sell at 30 or 35. If he doesn't sell in an hour, post them again, and then if he doesn't sell, then I'll drop by like 1,000 coins, 2,000 coins, right? You never just want to post once and be like, oh shit, he didn't sell at that. Let me just go ahead and knock him down in price just to get rid of him, right? You never want to do that because you always want to make profit. You never want to 80 for 5K? Yes. 80 for 5K is good because you can sell those for 9 to 10, easy. And if you sell it at 10K, it's only 1,000 coins that they take off, so that's 4K profit. Can you guys hear me okay? Because my stuff's like being glitchy. So, and one thing you can keep in mind too, like I said, hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't. Okay, I just want to make sure because like everything went fuzzy and like my settings like changed or something. It was weird. Kind of. I can turn my mic up a little bit. I just don't want to be screaming at you guys. All right. Hopefully that's a little bit better.
We're still meeting them though.
Huh?
We're still meeting them though.
Okay. I'm probably going to be jumping over here in like 10 minutes or so. If you can hold off on that, because as soon as you turn that on, everything just went fuzzy. So give me like 10 minutes. Please. Thank you. Love you too. All right, so yeah, I turned it up a little bit. So if it's too loud, just be like, "Yo, quit screaming." So another thing. So what I was saying was another thing you can think of too, right? So if you're going to start looking at 80s, okay, If you can get 80s at around 5K to at a max 6K. Now, the only issue you're going to run into if you get them at 6, right, is if you put them into the 82, 83 set. Okay, if you can get them at 5K, all right, it takes 4 to go in that set. That's going to put you at 20,000 coins, right? A day ago, 82s were going for 22,000 coins. They may go back up. I'm seeing, looking at the market right now, it looks like they are trying to creep back up, right? Because I'm seeing a lot around 20K, 19K. So they may go back up. But if you take your 80s and you buy them at 5K and they're not selling, you can put them into your 82, 83 set. And if you pull a 83, list it for 30, that's 10K profit, right? Especially depending on what 83 you pull. You know, if you pull like one of those few that I told you to look out for that will sell, you know, you could make upwards of 15K. And if you pull a 82, you can list it for 22, and if that sells, then you make 2K off of buying your 80s, but you have to get them at 5. So that's kind of like a risky thing to do as far as overalls to look at. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, but if you do find 80s at 5K, definitely get them because you can sell them for around 9. So, but I would focus on the 81s and the 83s. Those are the easiest ones that will sell, and they will sell all day long. So, and then, like I said, another one for 20,000. 22,000. See what I mean about the Bills? The Bills, I got Reggie Gilliam, 20,000. Micah Hyde, 22,000. But I'm not going to buy any more cards right now because I've got so many that I've got to list up right now. It's ridiculous. And that's another thing. So if they don't sell, right, like I said, you can always take your chance if you're a pack guy, right, and you have good odds with packs. You can quick sell, pick you about 5-6 cards, right, 83s, sell them, quick sell them for training. You'll get, what is that? If you get 5 cards at 4,000 a pop, 400 a pop, so that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So that's over 2,000 training for quick selling 5 cards, 583s, right? You take that, you can roll it into your Gridiron Guardians training roll. Take a chance of pulling something big. 86s are still going for 120K. Of course, your 88s are still going for, around 400 to 500K, depending on which one you pull. So that's an option too, right? So, yeah, my luck is bad too. Even though, look, I say that, but yet I tried that method earlier and I pulled a Osa, and sold him off for 400 some thousand coins. So I say my luck is bad, but I think I just get lucky like here and there. I don't have steady luck when it comes to ripping packs. So, but anyway, you guys that stopped in, man, I really appreciate y'all. Sports Edits, I definitely appreciate you, bro. I try to keep bringing methods. 82 for 13K. So that'd be what, 5, 6? Yeah, you could buy him for 13 because you could sell him for 18. Like I said, just remember that 5,000 coins, right? Buy for 13, sell for 18. Buy for 10, sell for 15, so on and so forth. If you do that, you won't lose, right? But I definitely appreciate you guys stopping in here. I'm trying to help Max community, bro, with making coins, because if we can all make coins, it makes Madden more fun, right? If you can buy a card that comes out when it comes out and not have to worry about grinding competitive to get the coins, it makes it a little bit more fun, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm a new streamer, bro. If y'all could hit that like button, drop a sub if you want. I'm part of Max community too, man. I'm trying to get him in on these methods, but I know he's a busy man. So I try to go live every day at 9 a.m. So I'm normally live before Mac is, and I try to cut my stream before his starts. So that way, you know, if you guys are up, because the early morning time, so that 6 to 10 o'clock time frame, that's when you're going to find those cheap cards during the week. During the week, I'm finding 18, 19,000 snipes consistently under the 83 filter during the week, right? So just make sure, you know, if you guys are up, tune in, because I'm also looking at sets. I'm also looking at upcoming promos, anything I can find. Because when I get home from work, I get on for an hour. I go through the auction house. I go through the sets. I go through prices. So that way I can get online at 9, do a live, give you all the price points, what to do to make coins, what to look at, and how to prep. And then we roll right into Mac stream at 10 o'clock for, you know, the Madden announcements and all that stuff. So definitely appreciate y'all, man. Definitely get the word out. Let's all make some coins, bro. And if y'all have got questions and y'all are in the Discord, whether it's about price points, whatever, just shoot me a message. If you're wondering, hey, is, you know, this amount of coin good for this overall, just shoot me a message. I'll answer you back. You know, I don't have to be on YouTube live, you know, live on YouTube to answer your questions. So, but anyway, I appreciate y'all. Hit that like, drop that sub. I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9. Any questions, just hit me up on Discord.